Okay, that was Extreme's metal collection chosen by the guys themselves. And remember, if you'd like to get involved in that, all you have to do is send in your video choice to the usual Headbangers Ball address. And I'm afraid it's really now time to say goodbye.
No more, dear.
But what are you guys up to now?
Well, about in an hour and a half, we're going to go and rock this place out.
Yep.
And continue on with the tour for about a week, or 2 weeks, actually.
Well, that's
go
what
to
you
Japan.
guys are going to do. Me and Pat are going home.
You can take the rest of the day off?
We're
Okay.
going home.
Yeah, we got Japan, and then on with the new year and on with the new record.
Excellent. Possibility of a tour with Skid Row, is that what's happening?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't think there'll be an actual tour with those guys, but I hear that we're doing a few festival shows in South America in January together.
Excellent. Okay, then, is there any message that you have for your fans out there in Europe?
They've been great so far for the 2 legs that we've done. We're going to miss them, and we'll be sure to be back for the next record. We love them.
And don't forget Remembrance Day. Today is Remembrance Day.
It is?
It's true.
No,
it's a holiday.
Okay. Well, I just want to say thank you very, very much to you guys. You've been absolutely wonderful all day with us, and it's great.
You know what really burns my ass?
What?
The flame about this hat. Good night.
Okay, well, I want you to stay with me for the last half hour or so of Headbangers Ball, because coming up now we have something that is making its debut on MTV. This is our Van Halen rockumentary, which features everything you want to know about Van Halen, right up to their latest album, For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, or
Funk.
F-U-C-K for short. So have a look at this. It's Van Halen rockumentary.
And may the force be with you.
I can't see any reason for this band to burn out, because we don't do anything that would burn us out. Except... Part 2.
I think that's what makes Van Halen different, is because it is full-blown, to the bone, to the floor, pedal to the metal music, and sound-wise, energy-wise, but yet there's that little tinge of respect where you just don't step on another person to make yourself step out farther, that's all.
To begin at the beginning, the Van Halen brothers were born in Holland. Their jazz musician father encouraged them to study classical music, but when the family relocated to California, it wasn't long till they developed a taste for rock and roll.
We took piano lessons for years, you know, 6, 8 years, something like that. When I first heard Glad All Over, I'm going, I want to play drums, you know? But then, you know, I had to pay for the drum kit that I bought. While I'm out throwing the papers, my brother's playing my drums, and he got better, you know? So, and he was taking another respectable flamenco guitar kind of deal. So I said, okay, you take my drums, I'll play your guitar. You know, we went on from there.
The same cavalier attitude in choosing a musical instrument was shared by the Van Halen brothers' soon-to-be bassist, Michael Anthony.
By the time I was about 14 years old, everybody in school was either picking up a guitar or drums or whatever, and the circle of friends I knew, nobody played bass, so they said, well, here you go, Mike, you can play bass. So I go, okay, take the top 2 strings off the guitar, and there I go, you know.
And it was simple altruistic tendencies that earned Anthony his place in the band.
The way we met was we were playing the same bill, if you want to call it then, you know, playing a high school auditorium, and our PA had broken down, and Mike just let us use his, and we befriended him, and he came around, and before you know it, he was in the band.
By the late 1970s, the band, with showman and mouthpiece David Lee Roth on vocals, was making a name for themselves on the LA club circuit. They caught the attention of one of hard rock's premier performers, Kiss's Gene Simmons.
He was looking for a band that he could take and mold, you know, take under his wing and produce and whatever.
He goes, guys have a record deal? Do you have a manager? We're going, no. What's a manager? What's a record deal?
We did have an idea at one point to change the name of the band to Daddy Longlegs. And he had this picture of a spider in a top hat.
Yeah, he's going, I want to make a tape, man. Come on, you guys are the next biggest thing. And I'm going, okay.
That's kind of what really got the ball rolling back here in town. You know, as people go, well, we get little pressings going. This is the band that Gene Simmons secretly flew to New York to produce an album with, and whatever. And at that point, you know, a lot of people were like starting to really take interest in the band.
A record deal quickly followed, and the release of their first album in 1978 launched a string of platinum LPs. Then in 1984, they scored their first #1 single, Jump. At the height of their success, lead singer David Lee Roth left the band to pursue a solo career. But barely missing a beat, Van Halen encountered their next high-powered vocalist in an unorthodox way.
Eddie called me from our mutual mechanic. We were both kind of car fanatics, right? And we had a mutual mechanic, the Claudio, the old guy. And Eddie called me right from Claudio's. I mean, called me right from the joint. He was picking up his car, I guess, and my car was there. And he went, hey, who's Boxers? Oh, it's Sammy Hagar. I said, you should get him in the band. And Eddie said, what's his number? You know? And it was almost that stupid. Yeah, it was almost that stupid. But, and, you know, it wasn't like magic on the phone. I thought, you know, the image of Van Halen, I thought these